Greetings, YouTubers. This is Mo, the mime who speaks. We're almost out of March. A couple more days, it'll be April. And those of you who live in the continental United States and Hawaii and Alaska and file U.S. taxes, some of you probably got one of these letters in the mail from the IRS recently about the economic stimulus package. You know, basically talking about it. Basically, what that is if you file your taxes for this year, you have till April 15, 2008 to file your 2007 taxes. And George W. Bush, in his infinite wisdom, has said, you know, American taxpayers need a break, need to get some extra money in, and he's going to give you guys a rebate of the tax money that you paid. He's basically saying, you know, you paid too much, you need a break, we're going to give you a little bit of a discount, we're going to mail it back to you. Those checks are going to be coming sometime in May, no exact date yet. But it depends on if you're single or married, how much you're going to get. You know, single people get up to $600. Married couples file jointly up to $1,200. I'm sure you've read the note. Get tax credits for your kids, $300 each. I don't know exactly what the cutoff limits on all of those are, but I'm expecting about $600 back. This is not the first time that George Bush has given back a portion of the taxes that I've paid in. Back in 2000, he gave out a refund to the taxpayers. I believe that was $200 back then. And this time it's $600. He wanted it to be more, but, well, the House and the Senate decided that they wanted to spread it out because a few people at the very bottom would have been excluded, and they wanted to give some of them the money too, and they're going to get a minimum of $300 for people who meet like a very minimal tax requirement. I'm pro-Bush. I'm a Republican. I voted for Bush both times. I voted for his dad too when his dad ran. Look at this. That's George Bush Sr. back in 1992 when I voted for him against Clinton. I think George Bush has been doing a wonderful job these last years. I support him 100%. I think it's wonderful that he's giving back taxes, money to the people who pay taxes, and I find no fault with the man. Now, that may rub some of you the wrong way, but I got a point here. Those of you who have been bashing Bush and saying how he's a horrible president, oh, he's awful, he's like Hitler, he's this, he's that, I don't like him, I voted for the other guy, don't blame me, you know. If you've had nothing to say about Bush that was good for the last 8 years, and here's this guy doing something nice and giving you back and saying, oh, no, 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 you take a discount here, you get this money back. Why do you deserve that refund? Why do you, who said Bush is such a horrible person, deserve it? No, you pay taxes, it's all taxpayers. But let's put it to you this way. Well, I'm going to assume you have some integrity. I'm going to assume that you're going to say, you know, why would you want to accept this from somebody that you hate? That's like basically saying, my principles are for sale. Give me enough money, and yeah, I don't care what you say, but I'll take your money, you know. I don't like you, I'll take your money. That's accepting a bribe. So, if you're going to say the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, blah, 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 I'm telling you that you should refuse this tax refund. And I'm telling you, if you think that, oh, there's people out there who are more needy, who are deserving, who aren't getting anything, take your tax refund of whatever it is, $300, $600, $1,200, or $1,200 plus $300 for each kid. And since you have these high values and think that all there's poor people in the world, donate that money to a worthy charity. Give it to somebody more needy than you, because obviously you know it came from somebody you hate. Why would you accept it? Give it to someone who deserves it. You know, whatever charity you think is a wonderful, worthy charity, give it to that charity. Now, I'm not just saying this because I'm a Republican and you're a Democrat or an independent and I'm trying to, like, do as I say, don't do as I do. I deserve my tax refund. I supported my president. I love my country. But I also believe that there are people who are more needy than me. And I'm not going to tell you, give away your tax refund unless I'm willing to do the same, because I have values. Now, I am going to donate my tax refund when I get it. And the charity that I'm going to give it to, I don't know if you can see this very well. This is what's known as the Baby Bottle Boomerang. Crisis pregnancy centers partner with churches. They send out these baby bottles. You're supposed to take them home, fill them up with change. There's a little receipt inside that you're supposed to take it back, and with your name and everything, so that you can get it. And there's a place, a phone number, and address to mail it to. If you're going to mail it to them, or just take it back to church and they'll get it to them. I am giving my tax refund to this. It goes to a crisis pregnancy center. It helps poor women who need diapers and baby milk and blankets for their children, and have needs that for unplanned pregnancies. They're pro-life, and it's a worthy thing to do. So I'm giving my entire tax refund to that charity. And I'm not just saying that because I'm Mo. I would never lie to you guys. I'm telling you the truth. And I'm going to do it. And I'm challenging, like I said, those of you out there who are well-to-do, have a lot of money. I'm not challenging the people who have needs and are probably really hurting out there. If you are really hurting and you're getting a tax refund and you're suffering out there and you're saying, okay, I can't feed my kids as it is, take the money. But please, for the rest of the presidency of George Bush, don't say anything nasty about him. Don't be a jerk. Be a nice person. Say, he gave me money when I needed it. Don't say anything nasty about him until he's out of office or ever again, because if he's good enough for you to take his money, he's good enough for you to say nice things about. Okay, so like I said, got a couple of weeks before tax time, like less than 3 weeks at this point. So file your taxes for 2007 before April 15th, 2008. And when you get your refunds, put them to good use. Donate to a worthy charity, because there are less fortunate people than us, and we who are empowered to do so should lend a hand to those people. I am Mo, the mime who speaks. Thank you for watching. See you in the future.